semifinals?
3 for 4. And we came in here tonight, 8 matches, and so far we've won 5 out of 6. 2 more to go. Keep rolling. There's still a lot of wrestling to do.
Can you talk about Derek St. John being a scrambler? How important that is for the
He's
start?
flexible and he's pretty elusive. He's unique, and I said that this afternoon because he can hand fight too. It's not just scramble ability where he's real flexible and funky, even though that's part of it. A lot of it has to do with explosiveness. When he cuts the corner and he does it right, the guy goes by you. And so he sits and he's pulling, so you're always feeling like you're in trouble there. So it's hard to really get a grip on it. So there's a combination of things there.
Have you seen that kind of scramble ability improve in this tournament, or is it just because there's more potential?
You saw it in the Big Tens a lot too. I think when you do the basics better or right, or you're going to the basics more, I think that scrambling opens itself up. So if I'm not going to the funk first, it's going to help me a lot. If I go to the funk first, that's when you get yourself in trouble. He's done a good job of staying basic, even though it might not look like it. But he's really trying to get his hips back, and he's got heavy hips. And so he's trying to get those hips back, and then the guy does suck him in, and that's a lot of effort, and then you can use that against the guy. I don't know if you're following me or not. I don't want to give a dissertation on St. John.
Do you think that kind of thing becomes more important when you've got an injury like he's got?
Basics become more important. I don't know about the scrambling. You saw a knee in a pretty funky position this afternoon in the Alton match. And, but he didn't hang and hold. He put the guy over the hip, so he took control of it. The basics is what's important all the time, and certainly when you're scrambling.
How much of that is technique? People don't talk about technique and scrambles too much, but there's...
I think it's a skill, and I think it is technique, and I think it's something that he does well. The key is, here again, that we got to be going to basics first, and then that's where we're pretty good at our scrambling. I don't know where you guys were sitting or if you could see much, but I want to also know how close he was to getting fallen in a neutral position. It looked like the guy was skidding across his back, and that's another dangerous thing, that he can do those things. He seems to know where he's at, putting guys in danger, that sort of thing.
How important was it for him to capitalize there at the end of the first period and actually come away with points?
I think it's very important when you can score a takedown at the end of the period. They call that ending on top. I think that's a good strategy. I think a lot of coaches talk about that. End on top.
Coach, I know you wanted 4 of 4, but do you consider it a success, 3 of 4?
You've heard me in these interviews long enough now to know that we want to win individual titles and we want to win individual matches. Is it okay that we went 3 for 4? No. Because there's one guy that's hurting right now, and he's back at the hotel getting ready to go tomorrow, just like the other 3 are. And we got 2 still alive. But the key is that a guy like Ramos can come back. And he's shown that he can do it, and he's going to have to do it again. So he's All-American for the first time. There's some positives there, but don't tell him that. We got to take care of business. Let's get him in the highest place he can go now. And let's do that with the other 2 as well.
When you're stalking a guy around the mat like Montel was,
Montel did a good job there. I mean, there was a good adjustment there. You talk about game plans and executing to take away what the guy had. He's long, and at the beginning, he's explosive. So that first minute 30, there has to be a break-in period. And he had the underhook. Montel did a good job of controlling the wrist. And he was also stalking. He wasn't controlling the wrist and holding and hanging. He was stalking. He was on the guy. He was in there. And it was good wrestling. We need to give ourselves more opportunities, maybe, but tell you what, that guy's dangerous. He's dangerous, and he can get to you in a hurry.
Did you see a little bit of extra fire when he grabbed his leg and just dragged him back to center mat?
You see extra fire anytime you get an opportunity, but I think anytime that Montel sniffs that leg and you see him let fly, he's pretty good. Here's the key again. You want to talk about the key? Drug him to the center of the mat. He didn't just pull him in a couple inches and then dive for it. He pulled him all the way into the center of the mat. 1, 2, 3 times, and then third or fourth attempt or whatever it was, he ends up scoring. That's big. When you do that, you got to drag guys that center the ball.
Can you talk about McDonough? And he seemed like he was trying really hard to turn him, and he got reversed a couple times, and then reversed him back. And
got reversed and taken down, and that's a little bit wide open. And I'll tell you what, it would have been real easy for him not to be wide open and win by 5 or 6 or 7 points, and he went out and got the major. So he got a little bit over anxious there, but he's wrestling for the team, and you like to see that. Major decisions, tech falls, bonus points falls. I don't know if we had enough of that this tournament. So we need to have more of that, more of that, more of that.
Is he wrestling at his peak right now for the season, McDonough? He seems to be just keyed in.
He seems to be, but he's a pretty tough customer. Bonus points in 4 matches, right? Yeah, that's good. And now who do we have? We have Penn State. Overtime match at the dual meet there. So we got to get ready to go there. Thanks a lot.